my previous video, I was reading one of my journals where I studied for 35 hours in a month for my final exam for the French bac, and I thought that was huge. A year later, I studied 60 hours in 8 days. Just straight up studying for physics and computer science classes. 10th of July 2018, we are in the finals. France is in the finals for the World Cup. The rest is quite honestly history. McGill, year 2. It goes fast when you're reading it like this. Quidditch tournaments and assignments and midterms and finals. This is, good summary of my life first couple of 2 years. Oh, and stand-up too. Yeah. Rim Reaper spicy chicken wings. I ate some ghost pepper wings with Eitan and another friend of mine, Hugo. It was one of the it was the spiciest thing ever. It was absolutely horrible, and after doing it, I swore, and right here I think I swore to myself to never do it again. But as spicy things goes, you forget easily the torture. No, I think I'm not gonna do something like that, but I am attracted to spicy food and the challenge of it. It was absolutely horrible. We had to drink so much water and milk. I brought lemon juice for the lips. Nothing helped. Nothing helped. Your mouth was on fire. Your lips were on fire. Your tongue was on fire. Your throat was on fire. And your stomach was experiencing something absolutely incredible. It was just... This is my impression of my stomach with those super spicy food. So all my friends were literally like sweating, crying. I was crying. We were all crying. And then I was hit by the spice, like the ghost pepper after them. So at the beginning I was like, it's spicy, but it's mostly my mouth. I'm doing good. They were like, my stomach. I was like, I don't feel it. Maybe it's gonna come later. 5 minutes later, I was going to the bathroom. I went in the bathroom of the bar that served them. Went in the bathroom stall, and I just went like this. I was in such bad shape and like in such bad condition. I was just moaning, folded in half, being like, oh, this is the position when it's not hurting as much. It was quite amazing to, like, the memories from it are really funny. 10th of May 2019, I have my first summer job as a window cleaner, and I kind of liked it. I was cleaning windows for like a month and a half with other people, and it was quite fun, very physical, but sincerely, I liked it. I liked the perfectionist aspect of it. You needed to clean it like so good that you couldn't it had to be transparent. If you like a bit of stain, you had to go through it again, because that's why you're there, to clean the windows perfectly. And finally, these are the two last journals of this year. And this one, I'm about to finish it. In a month, it will be finished, even if I have pages left, because the journals finish on Halloween. It's from Halloween to Halloween. That's my journal year. But because I had so much to write down, so much happened this year, I had to use 2 journals. 27th of September, the climate strike march with 500,000 people in Montreal. and we got to see Greta Thunberg. We didn't see her in person, but we just saw her. We were next to the stage. 68% in a physics midterm? Are you kidding me? That's great. 17th of November, 2019. At the end of the day, I sent a text to a friend of mine called Emily. I sent her, I wanted to ask you yesterday but couldn't find the right time. Would you like to watch a movie together this week? Question mark. As in ... A date, one would say. In my opinion, that was a pretty cool text. She answered yes, and 2 days later, it was our first date. We went to see Zombieland 2. It was a good movie, and even though we have different opinions on it, I still thought it was a pretty good date. I was late by 2 minutes, but she still considers me to be late, so that's my story. Blah, blah, blah. Dating. 1917. I went to see that movie in a cinema. It was absolutely amazing. It was my favorite experience in theaters. It was absolutely great. What a movie. Valentine's Day. That was fun. I got a book from Emily. I got this book. Poetry by Bukowski, who's my favorite author. Again, I'll repeat it again. Spring break in Quebec City with Emily. It was very cool. And we did a snowman. Distraction. Yeah. Yeah, we built a snowman during spring break. We do it differently here in Canada. It's a different spring break. 8th of March. 100,000 cases of COVID-19. 100,000 cases of COVID-19 worldwide on the 8th of March. Like 6,000 in Italy, 700 in France, 57 in Canada. At the time, I really thought it would just be something that was elsewhere and maybe come here, but it wouldn't be huge because numbers were big, but they weren't huge. Now the numbers are huge. And finally, my last and current journal, physically, of course, it's still the same year, but I started it in May because so much was happening this past year. And Emily graduated, so she went to Boston and I stayed here, but we decided to do a long distance relationship, and I'm very glad we did. 1st of May. My God, I was moving out, not to this apartment, to the previous apartment. Yes, I moved twice in like 6 months. It was bad. It was tough. It was long. It was stressful. It was tiring. Moving out isn't the best, always. But once you're moved in, cozy. When you have Wi-Fi. Also did a cartoon for one of the days because I rolled the dice and that's what the dice decided. I would draw a cartoon for that day. And that was the last of it. I haven't been writing in it for 3 weeks, for a month. And that's the end of it. I didn't write in my journal for a month and a half because of all the stuff that's been happening lately. The vlogs, moving in, just the classes, all the work, the rehearsals, everything. And because of the vlogs, especially because I think I'll remember and I could write it down afterwards, my feelings, my thoughts, and stuff that I wasn't filming also. But I need to get back to it because it's absolutely great. This is the most precious thing that I own because it's literally it's invaluable. It's all my memories. It's almost this is almost all my memories for the past 8 years. The best of times, the worst of times, and even stuff that I don't remember. And then I read them again, and I remember, and I feel happy. Or I feel sad, I feel nostalgic. But for me, it's absolutely amazing that I did this for those 8 years. Yeah. And I really encourage anyone to do the same, to write journals, even if it's not every day. I don't write every day. Sometimes I write once or twice a week, but over the course of time, you develop that reflex and you write your memories. You write what happened today. You write important events, unimportant events also. And in the end, I think it will just have more and more value over the years because the memories will be more and more precious. I'm also very happy that I wrote about me moving from Belgium to France, going all through high school. All my high school experience is over here, and then moving to Canada on my own to study at McGill in Montreal. And I wrote up to now all my experience here in Canada. And I need this weekend to write about the past month because that will be also important to me.